So when I see you, Aiden Ross, I'm a big ass, make all your security guards, nigga. And I swear to God, we gonna do it. Nigga. You wanna go viral? We going viral, bitch.
Banned from LA. I'm not banned from LA, bro. I wish somebody would. I swear to God, I'm gonna go to LA. Nobody's gonna do shit to me. I promise you, bro. I don't give a like. You think I'm scared of LA? What? I lived in LA for years and years and years. I'm not banned from LA. Ass motherfucker on that podcast, bro. I'll smack the out of you. Well, not me, but I'm gonna have security smack the out of you.
Oh, what's up, YouTube? It's Kaon, aka Kaon puts you on, and today we have a crazy video. It's Aiden Ross versus LA. Strictly kind of LA gangs as a whole. So we're gonna get into that. But as always, if you like the content, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 2K subscribers, and we're so close. And by so close, I mean we're kind of far away, but it's okay. We're going to get there. So, as you may know, Aiden Ross, very popular streamer. Very popular. He came up during around the 2K times, brought up Kai Cenat. One of the first streamers to kind of integrate a lot of things you consider black culture into kind of the main stage of the streaming world. I mean, we had rappers, we had different gang members, to be honest, people in just different fields. And we had seen this happen in like the YouTube space, but not really the streaming space. And Aiden Ross is one of the pioneers of that, to be honest. To give credit where it's due, I do have my problems with Aiden Ross. So Aiden Ross, being this big streamer, has had his up and downs, his drug addiction, controversy. He's had beef with so many rappers I can't name, so many streamers I can't name, like there's too many. He's had racist moments.
I have a challenge, bro. Listen, if you act black, I'll give you $100 cash up. I swear, all my mother's life, act black for $100.
Yeah, but like, my thing is this. Yeah, you can't believe.
Too many to count, to be honest. A lot of racist jokes. That's kind of his, like, that was his shtick. He, like, would make a lot of gay jokes, and I don't believe he's gay. He hasn't come out or addressed it. It's just kind of, like, to be funny and weird and quirky. And that got him in trouble with some people. Polo G outwardly had beef with him because Aiden Ross was kind of weird with him. Things like that. And so we have Aiden Ross, right? We have the Drake and Kendrick beef. And you're like, how do these people intertwine? Aiden Ross is a big Drake fan. Loves Drake. Has spoken to Drake on stream, I think. They've had interaction back and forth. They're besties in the social media space. Aiden Ross and Drake. And Aiden Ross's people is friends with Drake's people. And apparently Aiden Ross is going to go see Drake in a few weeks, I think. There's another player in this game. Top5. He's a Toronto rapper, I think. Allegedly, he like beat a murder case that he might have done, might have not, but he beat it. And he's a big active gang member in Toronto. And then a third person. There's a lot of people here. So I'm going to put their pictures up so we know kind of who everybody looks like, who everybody is. Lastly, in this conglomerate, we have Akademiks.
What top 5 you smoking on, Kendrick? Cause my top 5 is Drake.
If we broke it off, then you know it wasn't painless.
So Akademiks, you may know, is like a hip-hop journalist, as you can call it. I like to say he's an instigator and glorifies crime, glorifies violence.
That's known as the war in Chirac. Now, Lil Durk, being the 5-star war general that he is, he has clocked back into the Pentagon and he's doing some housekeeping.
Drama. He's basically the shade room for rap and like that kind of space. He's not, I wouldn't really consider him a hip-hop journalist like that. But to give credit where it's due, a lot of rappers do go to Akademiks to like give their big news and things like that, because Akademiks has gained this kind of big popularity and page, starting from him reporting on Chicago drill, kind of glorifying that, popularizing that, and he has condemned aspects of that as well, but he still does the same exact thing, so it's kind of like he still does it. So it's like you condemn it, but you're still doing something similar, and we'll get into that.
If you could go back in time, would you make War in Chirac again?
You know, I've grown. Was it appropriate? Probably wouldn't do that again. I wouldn't do it again just because I think we're dealing with mental illness in Chicago.
So these are the three major initial players. Like I said, we have Aiden Ross, Top5, and we have Akademiks. Now, they get on a live stream together. Worst blunt rotation possible. Okay, just to let you know. These are all three Drake stans. Top5 is really connected with Drake. apparently him and Drake are like this, the way that he be glazing Drake. And I think they are. I think they do have some sort of relations, or their people are related, or like, yeah, you get the vibe. Basically, Top 5 is beefing crazy with Kendrick. He's like, if Kendrick comes, I'm gonna slap him, Crody. I'm gonna slap him, Crody. And it's this whole thing. That was my bad Toronto accent. I apologize for my Toronto supporters. My fault.
All of this Kendrick Lamar, all this bullshit, we needed to hear from the real Achilles. Yo, we needed to hear from the GGs what's going on.
We're gonna slap Kendrick if we see him, man.
Oh.
You know why I never
Not
jumped.
that little boy that will slap.
You know why I never jumped the first day out? You know why I never jumped the first day out? I went to my cousin, man, and I prepared them little things for Kendrick, man. I prepared the little things, everything for my boy Kendrick. I want to greet him. I want to greet him so bad, man.
Kendrick come to the 6th. Kendrick say about to book a show. He say about to shut the place down still.
You sure?
Probably gonna be with all the police.
No, even he's with the police.
But he said he's going to slap Kendrick and he can't come over here. Nobody can come over here. And he's going to come with police, but it won't matter. X, Y, and Z and Akademiks and Aiden Ross are instigating this. Aiden Ross is sitting there just eating it up because he knows his fans are going to eat this drama up. Black people killing each other, black people having beef. Ooh, his fans are eating. They're eating, okay? And so now we have Akademiks still instigating this beef, which he's been doing this whole time. And this isn't just like regular instigating rap beef. As we know, Kendrick and Drake have kept this strictly rap to an extent, and we'll get into like that extent. But to an extent, this has been mainly just rap beef, and Kendrick is like a father, and like obviously doesn't want any violence because on these tracks he wasn't talking about violence at all. But the Toronto side of this is that it's not just rap beef. Members of TDE have tried to perform. I think Sir tried to perform in Toronto. Schoolboy Q tried to perform in Toronto. Both concerts shut down. Weirdly, Schoolboy Q was like talking about this in tweets and things like that. It's very clear this is related to the Drake beef. We all know this. Rick Ross was jumped, I think, in Toronto as well. So a lot of this is already kind of leaving the rap sphere and going into a more personal side of things. The weird aspect about this is like everybody's kind of old. Like, why are we being violent with people who have families, people who have never even went at Drake? Like Schoolboy Q and Sir have never talked about Drake publicly at all. Like, they're just affiliated with Kendrick, so now they can't go there, apparently. I don't know if this is Drake's doing or just the people in Toronto that ride for Drake heavily. We don't know. Can't speak on it. Akademiks said they were OVO goons. So, we don't know. So, getting into that, the instigating from these three people, Aiden Ross, Akademiks, and Top 5. This instigation led to a group affiliated with TDE called Back on Fig. And by affiliated, some of the members are in there. So the people in Back on Fig are Smac, T-Rel, and Heather, which is T-Rel's wife, I believe. And T-Rel isn't really a part of this, but it's important to give context. Like, they are the people on Back on Fig. They're a hip-hop podcast. They kind of branched off. T-Rel, I don't think Smac was, but T-Rel was really heavily connected to Adam 22, another hip-hop glamorizer, culture vulture, things like that. Get into him as well. This is a long thing, okay? It's a lot of moving pieces. Here. So, Smac and T-Rel go on another podcast and basically get word that Top 5 and Aiden Ross are kind of dissing Kendrick.
The shit, Aiden Ross and Akademiks being live with the dudes from
Top 5.
Top 5.
Yeah.
Top 5. Oh, did you see that, Smac?
What about it?
Oh, Smac didn't see it play for Smac.
Yeah. You looking for who?
Dot.
You looking for Dot?
He said, I'm looking for that. And whoever, and he said,
And he said he shut Q showdown. He said he made the call to shut Q showdown.
And who is he?
Top 5. He a big ass rapper from Toronto.
He from Toronto?
Yeah.
You in Toronto, Top 5, bring it, bitch. Come get your blood, nigga. You ain't gotta come find us, we'll find you, bitch.
So,
Pull it up, let me see. Pull it up.
Hey, so the nigga said,
that would left.
me and Drake finna go.
He like, turn this shit off. This shit
Oh,
trash.
so Aiden Ross tripping too?
Oh, for sure.
Nigga, slap your bitch ass, Aiden Ross.
He took his stand, right?
Maybe I shouldn't have brought that up.
Me and Drake finna do a stream.
Smac says, I'ma smack him, is what he says. That's his name. Smac. He gonna smack him. Okay? And Smac is basically saying, like, F them, F Toronto, everything, woo wop. The whole shebang, bro. The whole shebang. It's like, Smac is on timing. Because also, like, these are his friends. Like, he's heavily influenced with TDE. That's probably a person that he grew up with. Like, Kendrick is probably someone he grew up with. So it makes sense that he's like, oh, we're going to get active. If you want to threaten him, I'm going to threaten you. Don't come to LA. You're not good in LA. That's a huge part of this. You're not good in LA. Now, this causes a whole back and forth. From Aiden Ross and Smac. Next part of this is Aiden Ross kind of hears about this and then goes on a tirade of dissing Smac, saying that he's going to smack him, and then he's like, oh, actually, I'm going to have my security smack you.
Yeah. Cool. Mics are good. Banned from LA. I'm not banned from LA, bro. I wish somebody would. I swear to God, I'm going to go to LA. Nobody's going to do shit to me. I promise you, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like, you think I'm scared of LA? What? I lived in LA for years and years and years. I'm not banned from LA. Fuck that old ass motherfucker on that podcast, bro. I'll smack the shit out of you. Well, not me, but I'm gonna have security smack the fuck out of you. Not me. I don't, but I'm gonna have security smack the fuck out of you and beat your ass. It's that simple, bro.
I love all the Crips and Bloods in LA. Everybody's good.
My security's gonna smack you. You want to talk about that mess? My security's gonna smack you, okay? And so then Smac gets on AD's podcast. He's another TDE affiliate. Or live stream. I think it's a live stream. And basically says, oh, he said this. Well, we gonna get on him. He's not gonna LA. He doubles down on it.
Security slapped the shit out of you. And he called you old.
Oh, yeah. Tell that dude bring him and his beat the fuck out of both of them.
That's right, Smac.
Knew that was coming.
Okay, I'm gonna look at it when I get off the phone. Yeah, tell him bring his security. Tell him to bring him. On my mama. Please, dude. Please.
Oh, he said he's going to smack me. Well, I'm going to smack him. I'm going to mace his security. Whatever I got to do. We're going to get active. Okay? Aiden Ross hears this. He fires back, saying, I'm going to call my lawyers.
Give you a tip. Security get popped every day, B.
So come do it. Go to jail for the rest of your life. It's so worth it, bro. Your shitty life. Come on, let's try it. Let's make some magic happen. Come on, try it. At least you'll go to jail for, what, minimum 5 years in LA? What is it? I got the best lawyers of all time, baby. Let's do it.
Because I believe also AD said that security gets popped every day. He wasn't necessarily saying that he was going to do it. He was just saying that it happens. And that's true. He was just saying that it happens. But Aiden Ross is like, I'm going to get my security. You want to threaten them? I'm going to get my security. And Aiden Ross is kind of the one that started all of this. So he called them old everything. And then Aiden Ross learns that LA is not to be messed with. Like, there are actual gangs, factions, organizations kind of running LA. This isn't to say these organizations are like positive, but they do things for their communities, and that's kind of like how gangs were centralized. And he hears that from his manager, and he's like, oh, my fault, gang. And he apologizes to LA.
You know, in the moment, obviously, I was talking crazy and shit. I'm not necessarily apologizing to people I was talking towards, but I do want to say one thing. LA is to not be fucked with. LA is a serious place, and I love LA. Seriously, I love LA. Now, I'm not folding. I still say fuck you to the people that were coming at me. Fuck you. But I'm not saying fuck you to all of LA, because I'm not even joking, bro. People that are in a certain amount of group, rappers, specifically the rapper you guys know I'm talking about, you guys like to pedestal a bunch of these rappers. Bro, LA is deeper than that, bro. There's a lot of dangerous people out in LA. They don't even talk on the internet. They don't even have they don't even care about the internet. People don't talk on the internet. So I was never trying to disrespect LA. I love LA, bro. I love LA.
Still says F you to those people, TDE affiliates. But it says, like, my fault for this in LA, because he said LA wasn't on anything. That's the backstory. A lot going on, a lot of moving pieces, like I said, but this is as concise as I could make it. I bring this all up because I want to talk about kind of a larger point regarding this. On the surface, this seems like content. On the surface, this seems like mindless drama that we see every day on this platform. You know what I'm saying? Being in a live streaming space, YouTube space. But you have to realize, like, there used to be, like, West Coast and East Coast beef that killed multiple people. Some probably not even reported as the beef. Why did that stem? Because people were instigating. People were sending out hits. People were committing crimes, being violent. And although we're not seeing a direct LA to Toronto war, gang war, that's not to say that it can't happen. And what I'm worried about here is that we have a civilian, which is Aiden Ross. We have a civilian, which is Akademiks. And what I mean by civilian are people who are not really ingrained in this lifestyle. They really don't have the roots in this lifestyle of gang violence, of violence in general, of warfare, like within these streets. Like, this is not like a game. This is not like Call of Duty, GTA. These are real people, real families, like, are being impacted from these things. And like Top5, Smac, and these people are ingrained within this gang culture. And normally they would not have any interaction. Okay, Top5 would like probably be ranting on some Instagram platform, but because he's on Akademiks, the U.S. is seeing it. A lot of people in the U.S. I mean, that's how like Smac initially even got word, is because he went on this Akademiks podcast with Aiden Ross, this very big stream, this big live stream, after Top5 just beat a murder charge. So he's at his peak of stardom, I guess, for Top5. And because they're instigating this, because they are shedding light to this and they're glamorizing it, to them it's like a game, it's funny. They're like, oh my gosh, he's threatening Kendrick, oh my gosh, like who would do that? But in actuality, what really the conversation should be is he's threatening to kill another person, right? He's threatening to cause harm to another person who never threatened Drake, mind you. Who Drake never, I really don't think, threatened Kendrick with violence. These people from outside of the circumstance. And so we have these civilians interacting with this, and they try to get on like some gang activity, some like not civilian activity, right? And we've seen Aiden Ross have beef, and we're seeing him now threaten to cause harm to other people for defending their friend, their family, right? Like, does that make sense? Like, that to me, that doesn't really make a lot of sense. And what I'm really getting at here is that like these civilians and these people making money from people hurting other people, they're glamorizing it because they get paid. This is the shade room. This is them making money, right? This is them making bans from people like threatening to commit violence, and it has already hurt people's pockets. It hurt Schoolboy Q's pockets. It hurt Sir's pockets, and it's probably going to cause more harm in the future. This is only further instigating a problem, right? This is bigger than content. This is bigger than rap. We are now getting involved with people's families, people's safeties, people's kids, like people's lives. And like this is not content. Content should not be, I'm going to instigate gang violence. Content should not be, I'm going to shed light on this person who just beat a murder charge, who's amped up because he just beat a murder charge and think he can beat anything now, who's probably out of his mind right now. And I just think it's really sad. I mean, this isn't like a new thing either. This happened with Adam22, who also spoke in the situation, also trying to instigate between, like, he was defending Aiden Ross and saying, like, oh, these people have never hurt me. They know where I stay. And again, it's like trying to instigate violence, trying to bring yourself in this situation because you realize there's a profit there. And you think you're hard, but, like, you're not. That's not who you are. That's not how you grew up. It's clear from a lot of interviews, like, when they get pressed or when they get checked or how they grew up. This is a persona for them. And for them, they can close their laptop. They can turn off their computer. They can turn off their phone, and it's done. But for people, like, really in it, this is your day. This is your daily life. You go to bed not wondering if you're going to be okay at night. Like, you go to bed thinking you got to put down an opposition tomorrow, bro. Like, this is your everyday. Like, I'm sure Smac is, like, actually making calls and thinking about this every day because now he's being tried. Now they're testing him, right? Because these civilians wanted to test him. They're trying to test him, and now he's put on this pedestal, and I don't think this culture is okay, but it's like the culture of it is. Like, he's saying he's going to do this, so now he has to do it. Or else his word doesn't mean anything anymore. It's like, it's deeper than rap, bro. It's deeper than you think. Like, it trickles down, and I'm mainly hitting the surface. I'm hitting the surface, bro. I'm not even going as deep as I think it is. Because that would be a whole nother video of, like, gang culture, civilian culture, kind of content glorification of gang culture and violence, which would mainly be a video about Akademiks, to be honest, because that's his main thing. But you're putting people in danger from this instigation. I don't think they realize this, and if they do, they're just okay with the consequence of people dying from their ignorance, I guess. Or not even ignorance. They probably know from their incompetence, from their lack of responsibility. Yeah, bro, I didn't want to make this video too serious, but it is, like, close to my heart. Like, this is, like, very real to me. And I just want to talk about it because it does involve Kendrick and Drake and kind of this whole... Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, as always, if you like the content, hit me with a like and subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in. The last 2 videos have done amazing, bro. Better than I could ever hope. We had 1,000 views in the past 2 videos. We had a reaction, but I took that down because I don't think I want this channel to like really have a lot of like kind of cheap reactions on it. So I might make another page for that. We'll see. I also want to make a gaming page too. This is like a channel update type of time. But I don't want to make it too long-winded. I want to probably have a gaming channel. And we're doing good on all platforms. We're doing great on all platforms. So I want to say thank you guys for supporting, for watching. Check out my Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, everything. I have it down in the description below. But as always, man, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Give me your thoughts down below, please. And peace out. Be smooth. Love y'all.